Greetings, ladies and gentlefish. I was just going to quickly let you know a couple of things, people have been inquiring and whatnot. Anyway, long story short, some of you will hopefully remember that I said a week or two ago that I went to have some job interviews, and firstly, a massive thank you to all the people who wished me good luck. It was really nice. I wasn't expecting it, so lots of thanks to all of you. And those people who asked how it went. So for those who don't know, which will be most people watching this, I imagine, I ended up being offered one of the positions, and unlike my current contract, which is short-term contract, which sucks, for those of you who don't know, it means that you are employed for X amount of time. In my case, originally it was an 18-month contract, of which I will have done about 15 months by the time it finishes because of starting times and all that jazz. But then once that time is done, that's it. You are out of a job. This will be a permanent position, so that will be good. It does involve moving again, so we'll be moving from Scotland down to the southeast of England, back to not that far away from where I was born and bred, actually. But I mean, it's not right on the doorstep, but it's in the it's in the sort of same kind of area. So it looks like we will probably be moving April time. So don't be surprised if I'm away for a while in April doing the whole moving thing. So thank you to everyone for your good wishes and all that jazz. Massive thank you to you for all that. The other thing I wanted to quickly mention in this short little video is that over on the EU forum there's been a little bit of discussion about a possible second French heavy tank line and a possible second British heavy tank line. So the Japanese got this big super heavy, heavy tank line basically. Well, the French have a bunch of super heavy tanks that could be included. The problem with a lot of them is that they have multiple turrets, and so that is slightly awkward. The British version, well, the details are a bit up in the air because there's an expert on the subject who is looking at such things, but basically think TOGs all the way to tier 10 in various forms, which I think would be frigging hilarious. No, they're never going to be good machines, but tier 10 TOG? Yeah, why not? I think it could be quite good fun. Just scrolling through to give you an idea of some of these designs. I mean, for example, this apparently is a TOG chassis, modified TOG chassis with an Action X turret on the top and a 120mm gun poking out the front. So yeah. Now there's a little bit of debate about how reliable some of these ideas are. How whether they were actual ideas or whether they're rumours that have since come about. But the long and the short of it is TOGs up to tier 10 seems to be a viable thing. I don't know what tier they would start from, but I think that could be quite amusing. And so if you're interested, go and check out this page on the EU forum basically and have a little read. Got a little bit of feedback from, for those of you who know the name, Dave Listy, who's one of the guys who does some research in his spare time and hands some of it to Wargaming, and he's going to be bringing out some books at some point, which should be a good read. And apparently, as I say, he knows a TOG expert. Yeah, I didn't know there were such things. Who has been looking at the various different TOG variants and whether it would actually be viable. So I thought I would let you guys know that because I think it could be quite funny. Never going to be good. Artillery will wreck them, but I don't know. I just like the idea of a tier 10 TOG. What can I say? Anyway, is that everything I wanted to say? I think that was everything I wanted to say. I'm sure I'll stop recording and then forget something and swear and cuss to myself and have to glue it on the end or something. Maybe not. Who knows? Oh yes, one other thing. See? I didn't stop recording. A short while ago, one of you guys mentioned or asked if I would be interested in doing a Q&A If people have questions, ask them and I answer them. I mean, sure, why not? So, if anybody has any questions they really want to ask me, then by all means write them down in the comments. Make it obvious that it's a question for a Q&A session. It can be about whatever you want. Although obviously I reserve the right not to answer questions that are inappropriate. Use your common sense. But yeah, so by all means write them down in the comment section. And if I get a reasonable number, I'll knock together a Q&A video. Basically. And see how that goes. Is that everything? I think that is now everything. Cool. Well, I wish you fun and whatnot doing whatever it is you're doing. Have fun, take care, and I'll catch you in another video. Ciao, ciao.